With the recent developments of Paresh Rawal and Deepika Padukone walking away from respective highly anticipated projects, the entire industry is in shock, as it has led to various social media handles giving ear to several theories and allegations. Not only this, but we are getting to see new drama unfold every day, with official reports of Akshay Kumar's team sending legal notice to Paresh Rawal and Reddy Vanga tweeting about Deepika's unethical behavior behind her exit from his film. With each such development every morning, this drama is getting more interesting than any other recent Bollywood release. So how much of it is true and how much false, and what do we as audience make of it? Let's find out. As per several media reports that have not been corroborated by either of the party involved, Paresh Rawal's exit from Hera Pheri 3 was due to primarily three reasons. And if these reasons are true, it is a highly alarming situation. Number one reason was absence of a final script even as the film's shoot had commenced. The number two reason was his contract that deferred majority of his 15 crore fee until after the film's release, and a contractual obligation to shoot a promo even before the film's shoot had begun.
उठा ले रे बाबा उठा ले मेरे को नहीं रे इन दोनों को उठा ले.
These are highly speculative reasons and allegations, but the media is having a field day with it. Couple it up with a recent interview of Paresh Rawal with Lalan Top, where he mentioned how after Hera Pheri 3, the entire industry had typecast him into the role of Babu Rao. The actor hated every moment of just being reduced to that one character in the eyes of everyone. What has followed in the case of Hera Pheri 3 is an exchange of legal notices between both the parties, with Akshay Kumar's legal team suing him for a tune of 25 crores. Paresh Rawal has now returned his signing amount of 12 lakhs along with a 15% interest and an undisclosed amount as a goodwill gesture to protect and preserve professional relations. He has also put out a tweet explaining that his lawyer will be sending out an appropriate response towards his rightful exit and termination from the film. We have all seen and enjoyed Paresh Rawal's work for decades, and for such an actor to storm out of a project in this manner cannot be chalked up to just media speculations over his contract. This, along with media typecasting him for years, clearly shows that certain issues had piled up over time that finally pushed the actor to take such a drastic measure. Just a couple of days after that, we get reports of Deepika walking out of Sandeep Reddy Vanga's film Spirit. What has transpired since then is the Hera Pheri 3 fiasco, but dialed to 100. Both Vanga's and Deepika's PR teams lashing at each other, smear campaigns being run to malign the image of those involved, and Sandeep Reddy Vanga's in-your-face tweet alleging Deepika of ousting his film's plot. How? Just because some social media handles reported that Deepika was uncomfortable in doing an A-rated film. How does that even equate to leaking one's film's plot when we know for a fact that Vanga only makes A-rated movies? The entire internet is now divided, with some supporting Vanga's claims and some paid PR campaigns trying to whitewash Deepika's image. And even if what Vanga is saying is true, why try to whitewash her image? Just because she decided to walk away from a film? See, Deepika just became a mom last September, and even if her demands of an 8-hour work shift on top of a profit-sharing model and saying no to dubbing in Telugu are true, she is well within her rights to make such demands. When you become a parent, your priorities change, and given the league that she is in today, she is well within her rights to make these demands. It is a filmmaker's prerogative to either say yes or no to such demands. It's all part of the game. But why did things even come to this? What was Deepika even doing trying to sign a movie with Vanga? You need to understand that both these personalities are poles apart in what they represent and what they stand for. While Vanga is known for his hyper-masculine and violent filmmaking, Deepika is known for her female-driven roles. This collaboration by all means was bound to fail. My reason behind making this video was to tell you all that all of this that the media is reporting and saying, it's all white noise. None of the reasons cited by media till now have been corroborated either by the filmmakers or the actors involved. And even if someday some filmmaker decides to spill the beans, all we are going to get to know is just a 20% of the truth. We need to understand one thing, that like any other business, films are also a business where multi-crore deals are signed every day. These are high-level deals being written into contracts by top law firms. The contracts that dissuade any of the parties involved from ever revealing the details out in the public. On top of that, these film stars are also human beings. They also need to protect their personal and private lives. But of course, when something as with Deepika Vanga fallout happens, the speculations in media spread like wildfire because of the viral factor. And so their PR teams have to step up and make comments. But the problem lies in when these paid PR campaigns try to target Tripti Dimri in this case and malign her image just because she replaced Deepika in spirit. Several social media handles just surfaced overnight, some handles going even as far as claiming that after doing the bold scenes in Animal, T-Series removed her from Ashiki 3 because her image was no longer that of a girl next door. See, the entire thing boils down to just public perception, and that is what is being manufactured right now. As audience, we can only speculate as to what happened between Deepika and Vanga or Akshay and Paresh. In both the cases, it was a simple matter of actors just walking out of a project because the real picture was different than what was being promised on paper. You yourself tell me, no matter which industry you belong to, isn't it better to walk away from a dicey company than to getting stuck in the wrong place? Yes, we would have all loved to see Hera Pheri 3 materialize. Yes, we would all have been super curious about how Deepika fits into Vanga's hyper-masculine world. But hey, this is what it is. We have to accept the reality and not get influenced by these paid campaigns. Remember, it's on a facade. The truth will always rest between those dotted lines and the vast expanse of human complexities.